Hello friends, I'm Tim Wildsmith, and this is the KJV Longprimer 53C from R.L. Allan. All right, I've got a good Bible for us today. This is an Allan 53C SPC Longprimer. It's the King James Version. I've shown you Bibles from Allan that are the NIV and ESV and some modern translations, but what they're known for is this flagship Bible. They have a lot of King James Version Bibles, but the 53 is kind of known as their flagship. It's based on a vintage Oxford typesetting of the King James Version, and I don't have a lot of experience with the King James Bible, but I've been working on, how do I say this? I've been working on a project that I'm not really ready to talk about yet, but as part of the preparation for that, I've been doing a lot of studying on the history of the Bible, and obviously the King James Bible is a huge part of the Bible's history, and so I've been wanting to check out some cool versions of the KJV. And because the 53 is really Allan's flagship Bible, I had to get a 53, and then they came out with the 53C. This is actually called the 53C SPC. So the 53 stands for the standard Longprimer. The C is, it has a Cyclopedic Concordance, and then the SPC is that it has the antiquarian style hand speckled page edges. So this is like a super limited Bible. They did 100 in blue and about 100 in black, and really neat. I splurged on this one, and if you're gonna have one KJV, you might as well get a really nice Allan that's custom, and this one is really impressive. I'm on a couple of Facebook groups for people who love Allan Bibles, and this one has been all the rage recently. So stunning Bible. I can't wait to walk you through it. Let's take a look. Okay, here's the box. Nice two-piece blue box that all Allans come in, and there's the sticker on the side. Allan 53C NB SPC. So the 53 is the number for the standard size Allan Longprimer King James Version Reference Bible. The C stands for Cyclopedic Concordance. NB is navy blue Highland goatskin, and then the SPC is those hand speckled page edges. So there's the Bible. It just has this regal feel to it, this lovely navy blue Highland goatskin. Look at that texture, the red ribbons, Holy Bible printed on the front. See the two imprinted lines around the edge, tooled hubs on the side, Holy Bible, Cyclopedic Concordance, and Allan. Really beautiful. On the inside here, we have a double gold gild line with navy leather liners. You see it says Highland goatskin, edge line construction, Smith sewn binding. Charfleet book bindery is the binder who did this one. Great corner work. I know some of you love the corner work on the Allans. It looks really good on this Bible. Obviously there is your page edges. So it's an antiquarian style, hand speckled page edge, red base with blue and gold and pearlescent spots. Very cool. You can see with all the extra yap on this thing that it is a full yap. Goes all the way around. That's what we say when we mean yap. For those of you who haven't heard that before, this cover extends. It really offers protection to the edges of the pages, and it's an aesthetic look that a lot of people really like. Red ribbons, 3 of them, double-sided, just absolutely gorgeous. It is, when I opened it, I was like, wow, this is impressive. It actually showed up right as we were leaving the house, and I was like trying to find excuses to stay home a little bit longer. Very, very sturdy here on the spine. You can feel like very, very stiff, but it also opens just super flat. Before we get into the inside, I'll tell you about the size. So this is about 6 inches wide and 8 3/4 inches tall. So it's a really great mid-sized Bible. This is the size of the 53, which is kind of Allan's flagship of these Longprimers. They also make a 43, which is the same size, but it's on thinner paper. So it's a thinner Bible. And they make a 63, which is a larger Bible, and it's the same text block, but it has wide margins and it's on a little bit thicker paper. So they also make the 42, the 52, and the 62, which are bound in calf skin instead of goat skin, but the 53 is their standard 6 inches by 8 3/4 inches. The C, the Cyclopedic Concordance, makes this one a little bit thicker, so it's about 1 3/4 inches thick. So absolutely stunning from the outside. Let's look at the inside. So you get some blank pages up front, and then you get Allan's presentation page and family records. Very classic, very traditional, really beautiful. Your title page, the Authorized King James Version with chain references. There you see Allan and Son. Publishers. This is cool. This is the official license from the monarchy. You see this Longprimer reference is an Oxford University press. So this is an edition of the Bible that was first came out in the 1950s, and Allan has the exclusive rights to publish the Longprimer from Oxford University Press. These are printed in the Netherlands and bound, as I showed you before, by Charfleet in England. Here you have the note from the translators of the King James Bible. As you're studying the history of the King James, this becomes very important to kind of understand the context with which, in which they did this translation. A note on the different references. There's over 100,000 chain references in this Bible. And then your abbreviations. Then you get right there into the text. Absolutely beautiful. Let's just get it open here. So you see it's a 2-column text with center column cross references. This is a 10-point font that leaps off the page. It's spaced at 11 points, so it really has room to breathe. Verse by verse, as you can see, all the way throughout, and then these little paragraph symbols tell you when a new paragraph would begin. There's little headings at the top of each page that are kind of the theme of each page of the text. Bold in certain places to just kind of highlight things. Really beautiful, easy to read. It's very, again, it's a very regal Bible. It looks really gorgeous, comfortable to read. It's on 36 GSM paper, so there's very little ghosting. You're not distracted by what's on the other side of the page. Classic, traditional. You see on these pages that have lots of cross references, they then bring those down here to the bottom. But on pages that don't have that, it's blank at the bottom. So very comfortable to read. This is obviously I would call it a mid-sized Bible at that 8 3/4 inches tall and 6 inches wide, but it's a bigger, thicker Bible because of the concordance, which I'll show you in a moment. One thing to notice is that, look, show you the page that gets into the New Testament. Look at that, just beautiful. Let me just bring this up for you. Look at that. Really beautiful. They're not wasting any space. So a page like this, Ezekiel starts at the top of the page because this one went almost all the way to the bottom. You get into other places at the end of Matthew 28. You see Matthew goes to here, and then they just put Mark right there. So it just kind of keeps going, putting it all in there. Black letter text. Very, very beautiful layout. From the 1950s, again, an Oxford typesetting. Once you get to the end of the Bible, one of the things that makes this a really special edition is that Cyclopedic Concordance. So when you get to the end of Revelation, you notice the Bible is 1263, so 1,264 pages. And then the concordance itself, look how big that is. It's another 370 pages. So the Cyclopedic Concordance is another, obviously, vintage concordance from Oxford, where it's a traditional concordance where they add in illustrations and charts and so much other stuff. So it's just, yeah, one person online, when I was asking whether I should get this Bible, they said it's the perfect concordance to go get lost in when your pastor is preaching a dull sermon. So it's just so much information, and it's really, really fun. It's a great Bible. It's a great tool for studying to have this. I imagine that I'm going to be referring to this concordance even when I'm not reading for the day out of this Bible, when I'm reading from another translation. You see, you also get some images. There's Bethlehem. So And this is from the 1950s, so it's just really, really special the way they've put it all together. Again, 370 pages in this concordance. And then you get some of the stuff you've come to love from Allan at the very back of the Bible, which is the New Oxford Bible Maps. These are the Longprimer 50 series, so the Allan maps. Slightly thicker paper, it feels like, but it's got a great texture to it. It's not glossy. Really beautiful. You see, you can kind of move it over and see them a little bit better when you get to these pages at the back. 9 sets of maps, or 9 pages of maps, and then an index, a couple blank sheets, and then 32 pages of this lined notebook paper from Allan before you get to the end. This is a impressive, stunning Bible. You can get the 53 without the Cyclopedic Concordance. I'm probably not going to own a ton of KJV Bibles, and so I've been looking for the right one that could be like my main one, and this is certainly in the running. I have a hard time thinking that I'll ever get rid of this Bible. It's beautiful, it's fun to read, and the history of it is really special. So there you have it. It's the Allan 53C, the limited edition with the hand-speckled page edges. This is a stunning Bible. You can get some of these out there. I'm not sure if they still have this specific one left in stock, but I'll put some links below to Allan's website so you can check out other Longprimers. And as always, you can go to BibleReviewBlog.com to see more of this Bible. I have a full write-up there, as well as some great photos. You can go to Instagram or Facebook. There's Bible Review Blog on both of those places. And while you're here on YouTube, if you wouldn't mind, click that like button, subscribe to my channel. That helps me reach more people with Bible Review Blog. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.